Hello children, I hope you all are fine. So today we are going to read the chapter Adverbs. See the word adverb here, add plus verb means we are adding something to the word verb. So adverb means which add or which give more meaning to the verbs. So we can say that the words which modify verbs are called adverbs. But adverbs not only modify a verb but also modify an adjective and another adverb. Let us read few sentences. He ran slowly. They built a very big statue. She sang quite well. Here the words slowly, very and quite, they modify some word in each sentence. See the first sentence. In this sentence, slowly modifies the word ran and ran is a verb. In the second sentence, they built a very big statue. Here the word very modifies the word big and big is an adjective. And in the third sentence, she sang quite well. Here, quite modifies the word well, which is an adverb. So, in this way, adverb modifies verb, adjective, and an adverb. So, I hope you have got clear idea about adverbs, that they are the words that modify a verb, an adjective and an adverb. Adverbs often tell when, where, why or under what conditions something happens or happened. And on the basis of this, we can divide the adverbs in various kinds. In total, there are 8 different kinds of adverbs. They are adverbs of manner, time, place, of frequency and of degree, and interrogative adverbs, adverbs of affirmation and negation, and exclamatory adverb. We will learn each of this kind with example. Let us see the first kind, that is adverbs of manner. This adverbs of manner answers the question how an action is done. See the sentence, she spoke furiously. Here we are getting the answer of how did she speak? Furiously. So here furiously is the adverb of manner. Our next kind of adverb is adverbs of time. It answers when an action takes place. See the example, she completed her work by 4 o'clock. Here, if we ask the question, when did she complete her homework? We will get the answer that by 4 o'clock. So here we are getting the answer that when an action takes place. Third kind is adverbs of place. This tells where an action takes place. See here, the little lamb followed Mary everywhere. Here, if we ask the question where, then we will get the answer that everywhere, which tells us about the place. Next we have adverbs of frequency. It answers how often action takes place. For example, the little girl buys a lollipop every day. If we ask the question, how often does the girl buy a lollipop? We will get the answer every day. So this tells us how often an action takes place. Next we have adverbs of degree. It answers how much or to what extent an action is performed. See the sentence, the cat climbed the tree quite carefully. If we ask the question, how carefully did the cat climb? We will get the answer of that quite carefully. So here the word quite is the adverb of degree because it tells us to what extent an action is performed. Next we have interrogative adverbs which ask questions. For example, when did you join this school? Here the word when, it asks a question. It is an interrogative adverb. Next we have adverbs of affirmation and negation. This adverb expresses assertion and denial. For example, he will certainly come. He will not come. Here the word certainly, it expresses assertion, and the word not, it shows denial of the action. And at last we have exclamatory adverbs. It expresses degree or extent in exclamation. For example, how happy I am today. Here the word how, it expresses degree or extent in exclamation. So I hope you have got clear idea about the different kinds of adverbs. So children, you have learnt about the adverbs used to describe one thing. Now we will learn about the adverb used to compare two or more things. Let us take one example. John is driving safely. Here the word driving is the verb and safely is an adverb. But here we are not making any comparison. Let's see one more sentence. Adam's driving is safer than James' driving. Here the word driving is the verb and safer is an adverb. Here we are using the word safer to compare the Adam's driving with James' driving. So adverbs that compare two things end with the suffix er. Like soon, sooner, fine, finer, loud, louder, fast, faster. But some longer adverbs are there where we don't add er to make the comparison, like carefully, skillfully, beautifully, slowly, swiftly. Like he drives more carefully than his younger brother. Here the word more carefully is used for comparison, and we have added more in front of carefully to make the comparison. So like this we add more in front of the longer adverbs to compare two things. Now let us see about the adverbs that compare more than two things. Like Tia has made the best project in the class. Here the word best is an adverb that compares the project of Tia with all other students in the class. See the sentence, John made fewest mistake in math exam in the class. Here the word fewest is an adverb that compares the mistake of John with the mistakes of all the other students. So children, you have seen that we have added est at the end of an adverb when we want to compare one thing with all the other things. But some longer adverbs are there where we add most for comparing one thing with all the other things. Like Olivia writes more beautifully than Elma. Here we have used more to compare Olivia and Elma. Next, Olivia writes most beautifully of all the other girls in the class. Here we have used most beautifully. So we have added most to compare Olivia with all the girls in the class. So I hope you have learnt about the comparison of adverbs. Now we will see the position of adverbs. Adverbs can be placed at various points in a sentence. Some adverbs are there which we use at the beginning of the sentence. First, we use adverb of time and frequency. For example, yesterday I went to the new shopping mall. Here, yesterday is the adverb of time, and we have used at the beginning of the sentence. See the next sentence. Sometimes She visits the library in the afternoon. Here, sometimes is the adverb of frequency, and this also we have placed at the beginning of the sentence. Next, adverbs of manner can also be used at the beginning of the sentence. For example, luckily some tickets for the match were left. Here the word luckily is the adverb of manner. Some adverbs are there which we use in the middle of the sentence. Let us see which adverbs we use. First, adverbs of frequency can be used in the middle of the sentence. For example, she always visits a temple before an exam. Here the word always is the adverb of frequency which we have used after the subject she. Next, adverbs of manner can also be used in the middle of the sentence. For example, he carefully drove the car when he found that there were potholes on the road. Here the word carefully is adverb of manner. So like this, we use adverbs of frequency and adverbs of manner in the middle of the sentence. Next we will see the adverbs which are used at the end of the sentence. So first one is adverbs of manner. For example, Fahim has explained the problem very well. Here the word well is the adverb of manner which is used at the end of the sentence. Next, adverbs of frequency and time can also be used at the end of the sentence. For example, the parcel arrived yesterday. Here the word yesterday is the adverb of time which is used at the end of the sentence. Next, we use adverb of place at the end of the sentence. For example, they are waiting upstairs. Here the word upstairs is the adverb of place which is used at the end of the sentence. So like this we place different types of adverbs in different position in the sentence. So children, in this chapter you have learnt about adverbs, the different kinds of adverbs, next comparison of adverbs, and at last you have learnt about the position of adverbs. So children, I hope you have understood this chapter properly. Thank you children. Have a nice day.